Picture this. You're deep in the African bush, hours from the nearest hospital. You're setting up a camp near a rocky outcrop. Then you hear it. A hiss, sharp and aggressive, right behind you. You turn, and in less than a second, the fastest snake on Earth strikes. Fangs sink into your neck. Congratulations, you've just been bitten by a black mamba, and you've got maybe 30 minutes before your body completely shuts down. Oh, hey there, I'm your host. And yes, I'm aware of the irony of a dead guy teaching you about death. I've got a coffee addiction, a morbid sense of humor, and let's just say I've got personal experience with today's topic. Today, we're talking about neurotoxic venom. Specifically, what happens when one of the deadliest snakes in the world injects you with enough poison to kill 15 people. This isn't slow. This isn't peaceful. This is your nervous system being hijacked and systematically destroyed. Let's find out what it feels like when venom takes over. Okay, you've been bitten, and for the first 10, maybe 15 seconds, you might actually think you're fine. The bite itself isn't that painful, just a sharp pinch, like getting jabbed with a needle. You see the snake slither away into the rocks. You look at your neck, 2 small puncture wounds, a little blood. But here's what you don't see. The black mamba just injected between 100 and 120 milligrams of venom directly into your tissue. The lethal dose for a human? 15 milligrams. You just got 8 times the amount needed to kill you. And this venom, it's a cocktail of neurotoxins and cardiotoxins. Dendrotoxins that attack your nervous system, calciceptine that stops your heart. It's already in your bloodstream, racing toward your brain, your spine, your muscles. You've got minutes, maybe 20, maybe 40 if you're lucky. But without antivenom, you're not walking out of this jungle. Within 2 minutes, you feel it. A tingling sensation at the bite site, then warmth, then pain, sharp, burning pain radiating out from your neck like fire spreading through your veins. Your body knows it's been poisoned.
Did we just get poisoned?
Yeah, we are cooked, bro.
Your lymph nodes swell. The area around the bite turns red, hot, swollen. But that's not the venom killing you. That's just your immune system freaking out.
Holy shit! My God!
Then the real symptoms start. Your vision blurs, just slightly at first. Like someone smudged your glasses. Then you feel it in your mouth, excessive salivation. You're drooling, and you don't know why. That's the neurotoxins binding to your acetylcholine receptors. Acetylcholine is what allows your nerves to communicate with your muscles. And the venom? It's blocking that communication. Your body's control system is being severed, synapse by synapse. And now, about 5 minutes in, you start to realize something is very, very wrong. All right, let's break this down into 3 layers. Because black mamba venom doesn't just kill you, it systematically dismantles your ability to function, layer by layer. First, the outside. You're sweating, profusely, not from heat, from your autonomic nervous system losing control. You remember? Your heart rate spikes, 130, 140 beats per minute. You feel dizzy, nauseous. Your eyelids start drooping. Ptosis, it's called. The muscles that hold your eyes open, they're paralyzed. You're trying to keep your eyes open, but they keep sliding shut like you're falling asleep. And here's where it gets creepy. Your face goes slack. You can't control your expression anymore. You try to speak, but your words are slurred, mumbled, incomprehensible. Your tongue feels thick and useless. You're still conscious, still aware, but your body's already halfway gone. Now let's go deeper. The venom's reached your spinal cord, your brainstem, your motor neurons, and it's shutting them down. Normally, your brain sends electrical signals down your nerves to tell your muscles to contract. But the venom's blocking those signals at the neuromuscular junction. It's like cutting the power lines. The orders are being sent, but nothing's receiving them. Your arms go numb, heavy. You try to move your fingers, nothing. Your legs buckle, you collapse. Not because you're weak, because your muscles literally can't respond anymore. But then something worse happens.
There's something worse? What can be more worse than now?
The venom reaches your diaphragm. That's the muscle that controls your breathing, and it starts to fail. You're trying to breathe, but your lungs won't expand properly. Each breath is shallow, weak. You're suffocating, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. This is the nightmare scenario. You're fully conscious, fully aware, but your body won't obey. You're trapped inside a shell that's shutting down. 10 to 15 minutes in, you're in full respiratory distress now. Your oxygen levels are plummeting. Your lips turn blue. Your brain's starving. And here's where things get really strange. You start hallucinating, vivid, intense hallucinations, colors that aren't there, sounds that don't exist. The venom's affecting your brain chemistry directly now. Some people report feeling like they're floating, detached from their body. Others see people, family members, friends, strangers standing over them, talking, but the words make no sense. And emotionally, some people feel pure terror, locked inside a dying body, unable to scream. Others feel nothing, calm, detached. Your brain's so oxygen deprived that complex emotions just fade. Fun fact, Black Mamba venom is so potent that even with antivenom, you might not make it. The damage happens too fast. Respiratory failure, cardiac arrest, brain damage, pick your nightmare. So what does this actually feel like? Let's get personal. At first, there's confusion. Why can't I move? Why won't my body respond? You're sending the signals, move your arm, stand up, breathe deeper, but nothing happens. It's like being a passenger in a car with no steering wheel. Then the panic hits. Real panic. Because you can't breathe properly, and your brain knows it. Every breath is a battle. You're gasping, choking, and your diaphragm just won't work. And here's the worst part. You're awake. Fully awake. This isn't like bleeding out where you fade into unconsciousness. Venom keeps you conscious almost until the very end. You feel everything. Some survivors describe it as psychological torture. Your mind is screaming at your body to move, to fight, to survive. But your body's already gone. You're a ghost in a dying machine. Others report a strange sense of acceptance. Maybe it's the hypoxia. Maybe it's exhaustion. But at some point, the fight just stops. You're too tired, too far gone. And the hallucinations, they intensify.
Hey, bro, watch your dish.
Reality fractures, you might see the jungle dissolving into shapes and colors. Hear music that isn't there. Feel like you're sinking into the ground. Your brain's dying, and it's doing everything it can to make sense of the chaos. Filling in gaps, creating false narratives. It's like a computer glitching out before it shuts down. And somewhere in all that confusion, you stop being afraid. Not because you've made peace with it, but because your brain doesn't have the resources left to generate fear. 20 to 30 minutes in, this is the end game. Your heart's failing now. The cardiotoxins have done their job. Your heart rate's erratic, spiking, dropping, skipping beats entirely. Blood pressure's crashing. Your organs aren't getting oxygen. You can't move, can't speak, can barely breathe. But you're still there. Somewhere deep inside, you're still aware, just distant, like you're watching from far away. And then your diaphragm stops entirely. No more breaths. Your lungs are still. Your brain's got maybe 30 seconds of oxygen left in your blood. That's it. Your vision goes first. Tunnel vision collapsing into total darkness. Then hearing distant, muffled like you're underwater, everything feels slow, heavy. And then your heart stops. You don't feel it stop. You're already gone. The venom won. Your body just finally got the memo. So there you have it. Black Mamba venom. Neurotoxic. Fast. Absolutely brutal. Your body doesn't just die, it gets hijacked. Paralyzed from the inside out while you're still awake to experience it. Silver lining? If you get antivenom fast enough, and I mean fast, like within 20 minutes, you'll probably survive. Probably. The key word there is probably. Avoid aggressive snakes. Avoid the African bush without a guide. And if you see a black mamba, just run. Fast. Hit subscribe if you're enjoying these morbid deep dives. I'll be here. Still dead, still caffeinated, still wondering why you guys watch this stuff before bed.